Bonjour, hi everyone. Today we're doing a look featuring two of the first shadows I ever purchased from MAC. And they were the first two shadows that practically ever touched my eyelids back in the day when I went to Vegas and I was at the Pro Store there. So those two shadows are Stars and Rockets and Plum Dressing, which are extremely versatile. Plum Dressing probably more so than Stars and Rockets, since it can be paired with pinks and purples. You could probably even do a blue look with it. Stars and Rockets is more of a duochrome with kind of hot pink and blue shimmer to it. Definitely not faint for the heart and probably not work safe either, so I'd reserve that for kind of a going out look. My cheeks, I've done a pinky plum coordinating colors and a nude lip. So let's get started. And the first shadow that I'm using is Doubling, and I'm putting that in the tear duct. To just add some variety to the shadow look, since I'm mainly using purples. So now it's time for Stars and Rockets, which is, I consider it a duochrome since there's some purple, some blue, some pink, depending on how you look at it in the light. I'm putting that on the inner third of my lid. You can extend it to halfway if you want. And it kind of looks magenta-y or like fuchsia on your brush. So just pat it on. You can see it's kind of becoming a little bit blue. And this is actually one of the first shadows that I ever had applied on my lids by a MAC artist when I was in Las Vegas ages ago. And if you wanted it to be a little bit more sparkly, you probably could use a cream shadow base like Rubenesque underneath. I'm just gonna pull that out to the end of the eye, but I'm not putting any extra shadow on my brush. Just want to have something to mix in with my next shadow, which is Plum Dressing. Which you can see here. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow colors. You can pair it with pinks or purples. And I'm just kind of working it in a little bit in the crease, mainly on the outer third. And to blend it a little bit better and kind of darken the plum, I'm going to use my 217. I'm estimating where my brows are going to end. I'm just going to pull it out a little bit further. So once that's blended, I'll add kind of an intermediate color. And I'm gonna use, I think maybe I'll use a pink tone just to kind of not overdo it. And this color doesn't have that much shimmer in it. It's called Girly. Just to kind of blend the Stars and Rockets and Plum dressing. And I do want to darken the outer V a little bit more, so I'm gonna use Nocturnal, which is this color here. You could use Sketch if you wanted, with a lighter hand. Nocturnal is not as dark, just very lightly the base of the lash, the outer V, blending upward. Kind of just drawing a spiral with my brush. So now once I've applied all of those purples and pinks, I'm ready for the highlight color. And I definitely want to use a clean 217. You could go with a whiter cream highlight, but in this case, I want something with a hint of pink in it. You could use Hush, which is an extremely light pink, which is here. Other options are Naked Lunch. I'm gonna use Hush. You could even use Vex if you wanted, which I have done before. So very lightly blending with Girly, just dusting it on underneath my eyebrow. And that's the colored portion of the eye look. Next, I'm going to line my eyes and fill in my eyebrows. So I've already filled in my eyebrows, lined my eyes, added 2 coats of mascara, and applied foundation and concealer over my face as well as my lips. Now I'm ready. Well, I should say that I actually only cleaned off the fallout from underneath this portion of my face, and because there was so much fallout and since it got on my lower lash line, I'm actually leaving that because I like how it looks. But if you don't have that occur, you can use this is the 228, or you can use the 214 and pat on, since I used the bling, Stars and Rockets, Plum dressing, and Nocturnal, you could go in that same exact order from the inner corner of the eye to the outer corner, but I didn't have to. So I'm deciding to use a purple shimmery blush called Flirt and Tease, which is here. and it's kind of pigmented, so I would be cautious and build color. So just put a little bit on your brush, and I'm adding this to the apples of my cheeks, and with just a few dabs you have more than enough color. And you can either leave it like this or blend it out with a little bit of tenderling, or even use tenderling in place of Flirt and Tease. I'm just gonna go around it to kind of blend it, but I don't want to use Flirt and Tease again because I don't really want that pigmented of a shade over my entire cheek. So just very lightly around the perimeter of wherever you put Flirt and Tease. So starting with a clean slate, I've put foundation on my lips, and just to kind of cancel out more color and create a nude lip, I'm using a cream sheen shade called Creme de Nude. I'm gonna apply that, but it doesn't have a whole lot of colors, so I'm using Cherish. You can also use Hug Me. I'm just gonna put this on the lower half of my top lip and upper half of my bottom lip, just to kind of create a subtle pout. So this is the complete look with the purple eyeshadows, purpley pink cheeks, and nude lips with a hint of color. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments, suggestions, looks or tutorials that you'd be interested in viewing, or something you'd like to see next. And I hope to see you next time. Au revoir, à bientôt.